Welcome to this ethical dilemma. Kevin Stanford, a student from Providence College, introduced this scenario. This is a role play about Paula and Stella. Paula is a social worker in a foster care agency. She has been working with 9-year-old Rita, her foster mother Flo, and biological mother Stella for 3 years. Rita was removed from her mother's care 3 years ago because Stella was abusing heroin with her boyfriend and was neglecting Rita. Since losing Rita, Stella has been to rehab and has been clean for a year and a half. She left her boyfriend and currently lives independently on her own in an apartment. She also now has a steady job working at Stop and Shop for a year and has even been promoted to assistant manager. Stella now has limited supervised visits with Rita and has agreed to an open adoption with Flo. This agreement will allow Stella to have unsupervised visits with Rita once a month. All parties are satisfied with this agreement. During a visit to discuss the adoption with Paula, this was disclosed.
How you doing today?
Hey, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Hey, I was just thinking, just kind of summarizing what happened 2 weeks ago when we met. Things were going well, and I'm pleased because Rita's doing very well, and all's going well with Flo, the foster mom, and the family there, and now we're working towards you having the opportunity to be part in an open adoption, and at the same time, part of that adoption will include you having unsupervised visits with Rita, and I am feeling good about that. I hope you are. And how are things going? You seems like you're down or something's not right. Is there anything going on?
No, I mean, no, something happened. Last Friday, you remember Rick?
Rick, no?
He was my old boyfriend that I used to shoot
Okay,
up with.
okay, yeah.
He moved out of state, and I haven't seen him, I haven't seen him for a long time, and that was good. But Friday, there's this pounding on my door, and it was him, and he needed a place to crash, and, I ended up letting him stay at my place. And he shot up, and then I shot up too. I couldn't stay away from it, and then we were drinking, and it was bad all weekend long, and I missed work Monday because I was so hungover, and I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad because things are going so good for this adoption, and
Wow. A lot has happened since we last met with you.
Yeah, it was
I'm
bad.
sorry to hear that.
It was bad.
Yeah. Sounds like you're really having a hard time with that, and
I am.
okay. I have to admit I'm somewhat surprised, and just because things are going so well, I'm thinking that just kind of going through in my mind that I need to first and foremost think about Rita and her safety and well-being. That's my primary obligation, and this gives me a lot that I need to think about.
But you won't tell the judge, right? I mean, I really trust you. I mean, you've been so good, and you've been so good, and I really value our relationship. And I've been clean for a year and a half, and I have a job, and all I want to do is be able to see my daughter. And I know I messed up, but I just don't think I can go on living if I don't get to see her. And I mean, people relapse all the time. I mean, this happens. I mean, this happens, and please don't tell the judge. Please don't tell the judge.
I have to say that I can't make any guarantees, and like I said, there's a lot of obligations that I have as a social worker that I need to consider. I can't make any guarantees. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate what you've shared with me. But I do have a lot of things that I need to consider. And again, my first and primary obligation is to Rita and her well-being and safety.
Paula firmly believes that this has been Stella's only relapse, and that Stella will not let this happen again, out of devotion to Rita. Paula believes that Stella would never put her daughter at risk or in the danger of being under the influence of drugs or alcohol during the monthly visit. Paula believes that the influence of Stella's ex triggered this relapse. However, Paula fears that Stella might return to her old ways of drug use if she loses a chance to be part of Rita's life. Stella's rebuilt life might collapse around her.